Hey guys and girls, how you doing? You're right. Right, so this is a quick personal review of the Akaso Brave 7, the newly updated with the new software and the new audio. Okay, so I did a load of the research. I was looking around online. I've seen these. Yeah, they look pretty good value. I thought, yeah, everyone says what fantastic quality they are and they're brilliant for this, that, and the other. No problem at all. They did a lot of running around in workshops and gardens, and they were like, yeah, look at the stabilisation, but it needs work, and this, that, and the other, and the audio's a bit rubbish. So I was like, okay, right, not a problem. Oh, wait. And then they came out. They did the software upgrade. They did the audio. They sorted it all out. It was great. So I thought, do you know what? Amazon giving me 20 quid off. I'm not an Amazon affiliate in any way, shape or form. They just sent me a voucher, 20 quid off. You can have one because it was in my cart. Perfect. So I thought I'd grab one. I emailed Akaso. Is this the latest version? Yes, it is. Awesome. So I hit the button. Now, this is 24 hours later. I picked it up. I went through the workshop, through the manual. I had a good read. And I thought, right, I've got it. So I went in. There's no auto setting. There are presets, which is a pain in the ass. So you got to go through. You got to work out your exposure. You've got to work out your lighting. You've got to sort all that out. Now, I surf. That's my predominant sport. Bit of mountain biking, bit of rock climbing, the other bits. But surfing's my predominant, which is why I wanted a waterproof camera. So I went through the whole lot. I went through the website. I went through the downloaded manual. I went through the manual they sent you. I went through the whole thing trying to work all this out. I took it out. I took photos. I stopped. I put it back. I went back. I played around for 45 minutes at least trying to work out how to get the best shot, thinking, right, these are going to be the conditions. I even got to the beach and started doing test runs on that before I even got in the water. No problem at all. So I went through all of that. Right, my main bugbear is this thing. So this, you've bought a 5 metre, 16 foot waterproof camera that doesn't need a case, correct? You'd assume, because you've not been told anywhere in any documentation on the website or anywhere else, that like all the other slightly higher end cameras, your remote would be waterproof too, wouldn't you? Nope. This lasted less than a minute. I got into the water, I went to turn it on, the screen filled up with water, the LCDs went, and within 2 minutes, everything fell apart. Absolutely shocking. So, I've used this yesterday for about 3 or 4 hours in the water. Battery time realistically says, I can't remember, but it most definitely was nowhere near that. I think I actually managed to take around 15 minutes worth of footage if you compile every single little piece of footage that I took. On, off, on, off, on, off, wave here, wave there. Whatever, a few photos, just playing around and testing. Battery life was gone easily within an hour and a half, tops. And that was letting it go out because I wasn't always in the water or wasn't always paddling or wasn't even needing to record stuff. So, battery life on the paperwork, 4K video, X amount of hours, no. I know you get 2 batteries, but it's a slightly unfortunate situation that you can't open the thing whilst you're in the sea to change the batteries over. So that's one point. Now, there are a few other points as well. I went to get in this morning, paddled around for a couple of minutes, and the thing started wobbling around on the end of my surfboard. Now, if I'd not cleaned it properly or done whatever I believed was my fault, then I wouldn't be here doing this. But as you can see from the bottom of here, the 3M pad has peeled off the mount, not my surfboard. So at this point, I've now got to catch the bloody thing, stop it from sinking, and attach it to my wetsuit somehow whilst I'm out the back fighting waves and trying to get it back to the beach. Point 1. Mount, glue, no good. Point 2. Underneath here, when you take it out of the case, you have a microphone. It's just in the top here. This little hole just here. Don't know if you can see it. Don't know if it'll focus in. Okay, so in your mount case, you have a tiny, ridiculously stupid little tiny plastic pin just at the end of my finger there. I don't know if you can see it. Now this is how they waterproof the microphone. Can you see? Ah, that's better. There you go. You can just see it there. This is how they waterproof the microphone. But watch this. So we place camera in case. We shut the back and we go to close it. But hang on a second. This slides left and right. It's not sealed or secure in the right place. So when you go to pop this closed, oh, it's finally fallen off because I snapped it and just about managed to get it on. When you go like this to secure your camera within the case, you snap the plastic lug off, so your camera is no longer waterproof, as you can now see from the back. Trying to turn it off. Nope. Trying to operate the camera. Nope. None of the buttons are now working. Now, this wouldn't be a problem if they'd secured the lid or hadn't just put such a pathetic little plastic lug in the top of it. We also have a problem when it gets wet. Whilst it was working, whilst I was surfing. As you'll know, if you've seen the reviews, you've got a touchscreen. It flips around, and I believe you can go left or right, will take you between video and camera. If you go up and down, you can go through quality of video and go into menus. You can also lock the screen. But if you don't lock the screen, every time the water touches the screen, it flicks itself through the menus, changing all your categories. So, you lock the screen. Brilliant. Then you go to press the button. Because you have to press the button because your remote now doesn't work because it's full of water. Oh, but hang on a second. You can't operate the camera while the screen is locked. So then you've got to go with your wet fingers, possibly with a glove on, if you're using it in the winter. You've now got to unlock the screen. You've then got to press your button to turn it round to get it to the front if you want to see what you're doing. Then you've got to press the button to try and get it to record or to take a photograph. Yeah, really? This is 24 hours into buying this. It's knackered. The pictures, the video quality, all of the other bits you can get on anybody else's reviews. That's fine. I can understand. Yeah, it's not bad. The video quality was all right. The stabilisation on the surfboard, pretty good. Underwater, outside of diving mode, pretty good. All of those sort of things, pretty good. The 170 degrees, not long enough or wide enough or far back enough, however you want to put that, to be on the end of my surfboard, which is 8 foot long, and it was right at the end. So most of my videos I got from here to my knees, unless I was crouched into a little ball trying to tuck in under a wave when you might get your face. So on the end of a surfboard, unless it's a really big one, no. But this is going back. Akaso, you want to sell this as an extreme sports or a waterproof camera? Yeah, you're going to have to do some serious work